Oh hey, how you going? Alison Gingerland here. Welcome back to my channel. First of all, missed you guys. It was really weird not filming and uploading last week, but my god, I had the biggest weekend. We went out on Saturday night. We drank way too much, spent way too much, did not get enough sleep. I woke up and my engagement ring was bent, like the band. So at some point I took it off and it bent. So it's at the shop right now getting repaired and my finger feels so naked. So yeah, it was a big night and I was still drunk on Sunday. So I was not okay to film and edit videos last weekend and I'm sorry. I had so much I wanted to do last weekend. Just got completely written off. Anyway, it's good to be back. I did work on my Patreon a bit more last week, so there's a few more videos up there now. If you want to go check it out, I'll link it down below. And I've just uploaded one of my Burnham reactions that got blocked on YouTube. It's a video of me reacting to High School Party, How to Become a YouTube Star, and the Twitter song. So the 3 in the 1 video. So if you want to go check it out, Patreon link's down below. I'm just glad that people finally get to see it. And shout out to all my Patreon members. It means the absolute world to me, getting all these notifications that people are joining. It's just really exciting. And I'm looking forward to uploading more videos on there as well. So I figured out the other day that I can connect my AirPods to my laptop, which means that I haven't been needing to use these for the past like over a year. Like a dickhead. Could have been using these this whole time. All those tangulations, is that a word? Fuck, it should be. Anyway, so that's fun and new for me. I mean, better late than never. So while I was like re-editing my Bo videos, I was like, oh, I miss him so much. And I just saw this. So again, it's really hard for me to upload Bo videos because a bunch of them get blocked or I have to really highly edit. Just, yeah, heaps of copyright around his stuff. But this, I wonder if it'll let me upload this. It's called Bo Burnham's Best Jokes and Burns in the Green Room from 4 years ago. I'm really hoping it will let me upload this without blocking it. And if the video is highly edited and like transparency looks crappy and all that stuff, you know that I've had to make changes to make it public. But let's hope that this can work because I miss him. Miss him so much. And I know that you guys miss him too. So let's see if it'll let me post this one. Bada bing. Bada bo. Oh, it's been a while. All right, let's get straight into it, shall we?
I was running
now,
titles.
why can he talk? Who's
He shouldn't be able to talk before him.
Yeah,
That's true. Fair point.
I am.
Fair point.
I'm of the younger generation, so I just wonder for all of you, who are you?
Okay, I have seen that man in movies. I know Ray Marone. Oh god, that's his name from Everyone Loves Raymond. The rest, honestly, I don't know. Very valid. Very valid joke. Seriously, who are you guys?
It's so good. It's so good because it's so mutual.
That's good. Oh, damn, I was trying to pull some of the other guys. I seriously don't know. I don't know who those other men are. Alright, anyway, hopefully they say why they're famous.
The truth is, I saw your special like just a couple weeks ago. I was really into what you were doing, and I said, now who is this? And then...
He thought you were Emo Phillips.
Yeah.
Emo Phillips? Hold the phone, sorry. Just spelt like emo? Oh no, his name's Philip. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so he's a public figure known as Emo Phillips. He's an American actor, stand-up comedian, writer, and producer. Wouldn't say they look similar in the slightest, but now I know the context of the joke. Thank you, Google. Alright, carry on. Oh no, it's loading. Why am I getting the loading?
I'm a big fan of Bo's. And you kind of had a quick trajectory in a very short time. And people gave you shit for it. Without even having seen it.
The biggest reason people give me shit is since I came on the internet, they said that I didn't get enough criticism. I wasn't in the clubs grinding it up. But the truth is, for the older comics that say that, I want them to read 10,000 internet comments and see if they don't feel fully criticized. After that, I mean, like, it's the most vitriolic, personal. I mean, it's one thing for a heckler to have to heckle you on stage and own that moment, but when people are faceless and don't have to get the repercussions for that,
What's the worst thing they've said about you?
The first comment I ever got was when I was 15. It was "Go gadget faggot." That's all it was.
Well, all right, wait a second. That seems supportive.
I know.
And honestly, I meant it as supportive.
We were racing to
Quick.
I know, we just cut you right off at the turn.
No,
Sorry, man.
Just as well, as long as someone said it.
So when I first met Bo, I asked him who his favorite comic is, and he said Hans Theeuwen. Exactly. He's a Dutch comedian. And when I met you, you were 9? I can't really talk about it because of the restraining order, but I was just blown away that you would even know who he was.
Wait, what's his name?
Hans Theeuwen.
Can you do a little bit of this thing?
He's a Dutch absurdist. One of the things he does is he...
But I kind of want to Google Hans. What? I can't. Okay, I can't find it. I'm sorry, I don't know how to spell that surname. Anyway, he's going to describe him for us. Why is it low so much slower when my
he brings
earphones are in?
a sock puppet, which is a black sock.
See, already, I don't like him.
Yeah, no. all right. It's a white sock.
Oh,
and then
So quick.
and he just sings a song and feeds the sock a Baby Ruth and just crunches in the Baby Ruth the entire time. It's insane. Well, it seems like there's the really only rules about stand-up comedy is you have to stand up on stage, you have to be funny. And there seems to be all these invisible rules that people put up, like, starting with your second best joke, ending with your best joke.
Who told you this?
Yeah, where?
I don't know. I took a comedy class. No, I didn't.
When I was 19 at the University of Arizona, I'd never been in a comedy club in my life. And I saw that George Carlin was appearing at a club in Phoenix, and I took my material naively up to see if he would look at it, because I sat down and wrote some material that I thought was right for Carlin. And he was standing by the bar, and I asked him if he would read the material, and he said, well, I write my own stuff, but I'll look at it. And he said, come back tomorrow night. And the next night I drove back. He, as it turned out, took me into his dressing room and had read everything and said, man, I think you're really funny. I think you're very green, but there's something funny on each page, because I think what he sensed is the essence of something funny. Yeah. And then that can be developed. Because at the core, your essence is funny, then you just attach it to your personality, which clearly should be checked.
Hey, Gary, I got a couple of jokes that
How hard would that setting be? Like, he would be at least half their age. They're all, I really don't know who any of them are, but obviously they're all stand-up comics that have been in it for decades and everything, and then this young buck comes in that got his fame through the internet. And you're just amongst these, like, huge comedians, and everyone's just wanting to, get the last laugh type thing. The pressure in this, like, setting to be funny, that takes a lot of guts, like, on Bo's half, like, to sit down and be around all those comedians and, like, hold your own is still, like, a funny guy. Be intense. I'm sure his anxiety would be through the roof during this little setting.
a couple of jokes that
Well, there's a difference, though. You can still be introspective and not show any of that on stage directly. Oh. Like, I don't talk about life.
I mean, you're so clearly, if I make this as a compliment, you are so clearly a very unique fellow that it's clear that just by being yourself, that stuff comes out of you. It doesn't mean that you have to talk about yourself necessarily.
Right. No. Right. Yeah.
Just play along.
I know that you've been on an internal journey, a spiritual journey. Would you call it a spiritual?
Yeah, it's pronounced spiritual.
Thanks.
I've been meditating far too long to be happy about anything.
Stand-up comedy seems so inherently Western. So, like, to understand Eastern, and that might be me being sued.
No,
but how does that affect your perspective on comedy? Because I don't
lay
really
down
think
some
of
wisdom,
Eastern.
man.
Wow.
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh, that is the correct question. The answer to that takes a tad of time. I think the Eastern philosophy really encourages authenticity, and nothing but authenticity. What I saw when I saw you on stage is I didn't see a fake moment.
But here's where it gets difficult to explain or understand, is that Bo actually, when he performs, there's a lot of ironic detachment there. There's a lot of, you're not really revealing anything yourself.
I never talk about what I really think about on stage directly, because I don't value what I think at this point about those issues. Well, just really, like, I don't think anyone wants to get up and hear a 20-year-old, like, tell them what they think about how the world works.
It's very hard to watch someone that funny, that young, when you think of how unfunny you were at 20 years old.
All I did at 20 is worry about my hair, I think.
Yeah, that's a dead end.
Hear about your journey. I want to know if you've attained anything through your study of Buddhism.
I don't know if attained is the right word. So with the whole thing's a mess. I mean, you get closer to just being.
What exactly does that mean? So translate it into comedy, what it means.
Oh my God.
Translate it into comedy?
As a comic,
I will.
How do you...
I will. It's closest to where he's starting, which is I'm not really trying to be anything right now. I'm sitting down. This is what I do.
Do you think Bo's just healthy?
I think Bo's really healthy, yeah.
And he can be as funny as us fucked up.
Are you damaged?
No, I always.
Come on, you gotta be.
No, I
You wanna be?
Yeah, I know. Oh, man. Well, the really fucked up part was the little time I spent in clubs, I'd find myself jealous of the problems that our comics had because I felt like I wasn't legitimate because anything that I've achieved in light of nothing. Like I've had people patting me on the back since day one. I think I get
that's horrible.
I know, but it's true.
There's a thing in Gary's DVD where he's talking to Jerry Seinfeld, and he was saying, Gary, you know, it's not all about pain. You don't have to be in pain to be funny. Isn't it about talent? Can't you just be born with like a God-given gift and you're just a talented person and you can communicate and it's all about that?
I said, I hear rage.
Well, I just think the absolute comedy comes from pain. I think kind of limits what comedy is because I think comedy comes from love. It comes from like fear. It comes from hate.
right.
You're gonna tell me you're not fucking angry?
Oh no.
I mean, come on, I saw that song. I see how you look. I know what you went through.
No, total anger. But to say that it's
You're angry at Justin Bieber, aren't you?
But I'm arrogant.
It comes from everything. It comes from everything is what you're saying.
But the anger there, I don't think that's damage that I need to fix. I'm just like stuck up enough to think that they're wrong.
We've just focused on anger here and all that stuff and the problems with the parents. But there will be other elements that include love and everything else you've mentioned that as you sort those out, they will continue to be fodder for your next song.
Right.
That's all. It's whatever you sort out.
Yeah. Just that absolute comedy.
But someone who isn't
pain,
sorting out that stuff within them.
Right now.
Are we meeting here again next week?
Yes.
Casting set. That was super interesting. Didn't think about how much shit he would have gotten from comics, hey, like the ones that have been in it for so long. It's crazy, hey, you can tell that he feels guilty for not having like a tough life. But you know, like his school experience would have been his tough, you know, rough stage in life and everything. You can tell by like the songs he writes about school and everything that he didn't have it easy at school. And that's enough to mess anybody up. But he's just, for someone so young to have just that level of like intelligence and self-awareness, it's just incredible. But maybe it was that level of self-awareness is what caused that downward mental health spiral for him as well. But that was impressive. He can really hold his own in a group full of comedians that have been doing this for decades. So good. There's also another one here called Funny as Hell. Shall we watch that? Hopefully this doesn't get blocked.
This next gentleman coming to the stage is genuinely one of the funniest people I know. He's absolutely adorable and he's absolutely hilarious. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Bo Burnham.
Adorable.
Give it up.
Thank you so much. My ex-girlfriend had a really weird fetish. She used to like to dress up as herself and then act like a fucking bitch all the time.
What did I feel?
My part of the show is a little bit silly and a little bit pretentious, like Shakespeare's Willie or Noam Chomsky wearing a strap-on.
His face. His fucking face.
It's also a little bit gay and a little bit offensive, like Thanksgiving Day or Noam Chomsky wearing a strap-on. Put your cell phones to vibrate and put your vibrators to cell phone mode. My part of the show goes a little bit like this joke. Exactly. Welcome to my flow. It flows a little bit like this, with a rap and a diss, and a swift rap in the wrist, a rap and a kiss, like Hershey's rapping a kiss. Shit, I got a show that'll test your kids, and it asks one question, and the question is, what's funny? 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 Funny for funny. What's funny? 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 Funny. Oh, and the audience says, when I was a baby, maybe I laughed at people jiggling keys. Now I'm older and bolder and just get mad because I noticed that the keys are to a Hummer. Fuck my life, I fuck my wife, fuck my wife, fuck my life, and my son is gay, but not sitcom gay. Daughter's a whore like another girl that used to be her mother, but the marriage made her Miss Mary Americana. I'm on a team with that screaming prima donna, but the radical feminists made my wife a man. Oh, and if I die happy, the situation will be autoerotic asphyxiation. I hate my life and it hates me back. And my friend is black, but I don't know what to call him. So I just call him Love Jamal. Even though his name is Steve. I hate my job, I hate my life, hate my kids, I hate my wife. Jews would know I do it, Judas beat me to it. I'm slowly slipping into a solipsistic coma, and I masturbate because I'm the only one whose standards are low enough to fuck me. What's funny? What's funny? What's funny? What's funny? What's funny? What's funny? Funny for funny. It's a boy. What's funny? 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 Funny, yeah. Hopefully this. Thank you. I appreciate it. This is great.
Excuse me, the fart noise.
Thank you. When I say hey, you say ho. Hey.
Ho.
Hey.
Ho.
It's basically how Hitler rose to power. So.
Oh my god.
You guys like impressions? You like impressions? Why? That was Socrates. Thank you. Oh. Yeah. Segues are weird. I'm 19 years old. I'm a young comedian. I hate that term, young comedian. You know, I prefer prodigy. And a lot of other comics think I'm a hack because I use music in my act, and they think that, you know, they're such comedy purists that they don't think that my act could work without gimmicks, and a lot of comics judge me for that. But I can do comedy without stupid gimmicks or anything, and it can still work. So this is for all those comics out there, and judge this. What do you call a kid with no arms and an eye patch?
What?
Names.
Watching that other one first makes this like, oh yeah. Well, now we know that there are comics that take the piss out of him. Well, not take the piss, but, you know, judge him. I just can't imagine the level of shit that he had to deal with. Because obviously all of us that watch him just love him. But he had so much shit always. And then everyone in the industry, could you imagine like if you have like your comedy heroes talking shit on you for the way that you do comedy and stuff? There's still almost 3 minutes left. This is good. Okay.
Thank you. I feel like hip hop used to be a voice for the voiceless. And now it's become, at least in the mainstream, a symbol of misogyny.
Wait a second. Which song is
Gay
this?
panic. Fiscal irresponsibility, you know.
Bo.
So I figure, if you can't...
What is it? It was the first Bo video that I reacted to. Bo knows? Bo's hose? Bo's hose? Oh, let's see my performance of it. Okay.
Hitting the club up VIP, I got a fake mustache and a fake ID. I look like Wooly Willy with a really woolly willy. And I bypass the bouncer, pass my NX and a flexing bouncer. Wowzer, look at all of Bo's hoes. Looking for a ride on Bo's hose. And I spot a little Latino, booty so big, call it Oprah's ego. We go do it through it. She says, Dios mia, mi amiga. Pull it out, stick it in your mouth, and a bust in the back of ya. Swallow, bitch. There's people starving in Africa. Single every single day, do it every single way. Make the single lady say, oh, Bo. And if I were gay, though I swear shade, I'd make the fellas say,
oh, Bob. If the fella said, no fella said shit.
I say,
Oh, I can picture some music video in my head.
I like to break it down for you.
It'd be weird doing
I
things.
came from the streets.
It'd be weird doing this stuff live. Like, the music videos just hit so good, and because you can actually control what people are singing and what you want them to see and stuff. It must be so different doing them live, hey? I mean, he kills it regardless.
Now I'm making hit records. For my people still living in the streets, still living in poverty, I want to tell you I'm doing this for you. My success is your success. And I know you may be thinking, hey, if you really believe that, why don't you use some of your money to help rebuild the neighborhood instead of putting spinning rims on a gold jet ski? And to that I say, uh-oh. Of course it's coming up. Single lady, single day, doing every single way, make a single lady say, oh, oh, and if I were, so then I were you. You got a fume like a tuna, I'll smell you later. I met a fat chick and I fucked her in an elevator. It was wrong on so many levels.
So good. Still gets me that line. Oh, okay, bye. Oh man, that was great. Oh man, so good. I have missed Bo so much. Just the first line, my girlfriend dresses up as herself and pretends to be a bitch all day. So good. He's just so good. Boy, are we lucky to have Bo on this earth. Well, that was great. I've missed Bo so much, and I really hope these videos can see the light of day. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to give it a big old thumbs up. Ooh, boom, 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 thumbs up. If you're new here and enjoying the content, please feel free to hit that big red subscribe button. It's such a nice button. If you'd like to check out my Patreon, I'll link it down below. I'll also link my Instagram if you'd like to follow me over on there as well. I'm pretty much just Alice in Gingerland everywhere, so it should be pretty easy. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.